A good morning to every parent watching and listening from wherever part of the world. My name is Martin, and this is Shape Parenting Talks, and I'm excited. We're talking about 5 reasons to maintain intimacy with your child. So, what I'm going to do is define to us what I mean by intimacy or parent-child intimacy. Then I'll go ahead to give the 5 reasons. But before then, I want to highlight the saddest moment we have in Kenya right now. It's because the nominated MP Sankok lost his son, and from the reports is that he shot himself using his father's gun. And then there are discussions or there are stories that before he did that, he killed himself or he shot himself. There was an altercation between him and the father, and the issue was about him not going to school or him not wanting to go back to school. And so there was sort of an exchange, a bitter exchange between the parent and the child, and the parent left, of course, to attend to other errands. But when he came back, or rather, he was called wherever he was, and he was given the sad news that his son had shot himself dead. So, because of what has happened, Kenyans, and I think it's the nature of human beings, we are reactionary. So, there's discussions going on in Kenya right now, and it's all down to, do parents listen to their children enough? Because it appears like the child was communicating something and the parent couldn't decipher or decode. And that communication breakdown could have triggered the death. It didn't cause the death, because if you have some background knowledge on suicide, you'll realize before the act has taken place, there's what we call suicide ideation. So perhaps this child has been thinking about committing suicide for a very long time. But now this last altercation or this incident triggered now the final straw. So I also want to pose this question. Let's now forget about every other parent outside there. Do you listen to your children? Do you desire to know beyond the words, the lip service? Because you can ask your child. I've asked my daughter many times, how are you? I'm fine. But then when you dig deep, you realize, I think there's more to this. It's not like they're really fine. Something is not okay, because you can look at their body language, you can look at their moods, you can look at something, it tells you all is not well. But the child has said, I'm fine. So what do you need to do as a parent to listen beyond the lip service, to listen to the message being sent to you or being communicated to you by the child, that makes you take action that could even save a life? And that's why shape parenting is the right step of parenting. Shape parenting calls for parents to establish collaborative and interdependent relationship with their children. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons why maintaining intimacy with your child, or maintaining a collaborative and interdependent relationship with your child, is important. Number one, every child is a separate human being. Your child has intrinsic value that is unique, that is separate, that is single from you. So they are not you and you're not them. So you need to establish intimacy, because then they will open up and allow you to come into their space, to come into their world, to come into their private space, and you can be able to see the conversations they're having within themselves. They're able to even to disclose to you, because there's a level of our lives we can't allow anyone else. We only allow people who have earned the right to come to that depth. And so intimacy helps you get that right. That's number two. Every child has a separate voice. And a voice here means the ability to express their thoughts, their opinions, their feelings, their opinions, or sorry, their interpretation of life events separate from you. Your child will not speak your language. Your child will not speak your life way of interpreting events. Your child has a separate voice, and that voice is saluted, especially when the child is born. There is need for the child to cry. The cry is an announcement that I have a voice, that you ought to listen to me, that you ought to connect with me and let me be, because I have a separate life from you. So every child has a separate voice. So that's the reason why you need, as a parent, to establish intimacy with your child. Okay? Then, number three, your child has a separate body. Your child was conceived in your womb, that's right. But did you see what took place? That there was a process that led to the formation of a body separate from yours. And then when the child was born, something spectacular was done. An umbilical cord was cut, just to declare how independent your child is from you. They have a separate body. So that body has a way of functioning, has a way of coordinating their actions and behavior. The body has a communication system. So only the child knows what their body is saying, what their body is feeling, what their body needs. So intimacy will help you to connect with your child, so that when they need your support, when they need your help in relating to their bodies, when they need you to affirm them, when they need you to celebrate them, when they need you to pat them on the back, when they need you to show affection, you can do it when it's needed most. Intimacy will help you know when to show affection to your child. Then, number four, every child has a separate relational ability. As young as they are, they have ability to connect with other children, to connect with you as a parent, to connect with other people in the society, to connect with teachers, to connect with pastors, to connect with other religious leaders, because it is in them to socially connect. So intimacy will help you support your child to maintain their own relational space, social space, so that when they are talking, when they're expressing themselves, they're doing it from their point of strength, from their point of authenticity, from their point of originality. So your child can relate with you. Don't assume that you're the only one who knows how to relate with your child. No, the child also needs to be left to desire to connect with you or to relate with you. There's something that is very interesting. I've heard of parents, of course, bash even their children, like why aren't they greeting so and so? Why aren't they fond of so and so? And initially I was also of that school of thought, but I kept on learning. I realized that my child has a separate relational ability. So if they're not warming up, if they're not happy with a person that I'm happy with, if they don't feel like relating with a man or a woman I'm so close to, it is their right, because I don't know what parameters they're looking at to decide this is not a person I can relate closely with. But when we force your child to connect with someone just because they are your friend, just because they are your fiancés and all that stuff, you are breaching their space. You're breaching their right to decide who to relate with. And last but not least, your child has a separate destiny. Your child has an end that is separate from you. So you got to give your child space to go for that end with your support. Thank you, and I'll see you.